Hey, my Taurus babies, what's happening? Looking awfully dark, but okay. How y'all doing? I hope everybody had a good weekend. We are in the month of August. Who the hell knew? So we are doing Taurus and Aquarius. Sitting in a tree, Kissing. What I saw while I was shuffling. Seems like y'all are going through some kind of changes. The Four of Wands, moving up, graduating to another level. But the Five of Swords popped up. Some of y'all are still feeling like there may be some outstanding issues that are unresolved. The World card, World Cup. Here I go. I need some sports in my life. Anyway, the World card, indicating that you may be getting ready to start a new cycle with each other. And then the Death card, obviously talking about transformation and stepping through to a rebirth, if you will, a transformation. So that's what's going on with y'all. Let's get the cards on the table. A reminder, I do my cards straight up. I don't do reversals. Again, this is for Taurus and Aquarius for the month of August 2020. Thank you so much to everybody that has liked, shared, and subscribed. I love y'all. I do. So the Sun and the Five of Wands, or rods in this deck, is what's heading off your overall energy. Recent past, the Tower, yeah, some of y'all did. And I think I saw the Tower in a little deck pop its head up. Ace of Swords for your current with the Hermit. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, there's some positive changes coming, y'all. So just, I know, y'all like, if y'all, so you stay patient one more time, we gonna click you out. Yeah, I know it. I know it. Six of Swords, Nine of Cups, and the Six of Pentacles. There's harmony here because these sixes are here. Future energy. So there's definitely some harmony. The Nine of Cups here. It's definitely going to the next thing. So let's see what the little cards got going for us. So for your overall energy, the Sun is pulling the Three of Coins. And the Five of Wands is pulling the Moon card. So from your recent past, the Tower pulls the Princess of Coins. Taurus, that must be you. Ace of Rods pulls the Nine of Coins. Nine of Rods pulls the Strength card. Ace of Swords, the current energy, pulls the Seven of Wands. The Hermit, your centerpiece in your challenge, pulls the Sun. Eight of Pentacles pulls the Ten of Swords. Okay. Princess of Wands sitting on top of the Six of Swords. Nine of Cups pulls the Five of Swords. So that showed up when I was shuffling. And the Six of Pentacles pulls the Six of Coins. So let's just take a little look, see here at what's going on. Yeah, y'all are coming out of a cycle. And then I got the nerve to want to clarify something. Ain't that a truth? Before I start reading, I want to clarify this Ace of Swords over here. I'm using the VICEVERSA deck as it is. Oh, hell. Okay, I'm not taking that. Let's see what's... Ace of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles universe and the Hermit. Actually, please clarify the current energy for me. Before I open my big fat mouth. I know what I see, but I'm not hearing it clearly. I know that sounds strange as fuck, but it is what it is. It is what it is. You ain't got to understand it, but it's there. So let's see. Change of perspective. The Hangman. The Six of Swords changes. The Pentacles is pulling The Chariot. Yeah. At the back of that, success though. Okay, so just so y'all understand, the way it looks to me without the vice versa cards on top, they like to stay together. Thank you. The Ace of Swords in the big deck with the big cards is talking about making important decisions, and that you need to slow down and get grounded. But on top of that, with the Seven of Wands, defending, what are you being defensive of? And so then that pulls the Hangman, a fall that leads to new. But on the back of that, it's a total change of perspective. So the Hermit with the Sun, talking about isolating, but the conflict there. So there's going to be changes, I guess, in the way you express your individuality within your relationship. Yeah, changes. You may be going through some distance. Y'all can't see that. That's a dark card. I wrote that on there. But you may be going through some distance issues right now. Maybe because of coronavirus. Maybe Aquarian is in its head about some things. Looking at that Hermit card, but we're going to come back to that. With the back end of the Chariot here, that's what it looks like on the front end. That's what it looks like on the back end. The front end is about the two forces being successful, but what we pulled was the back of this. And it's talking about a radical change of perspective. So there's an ending, and it feels like there's an ending in how you are perceiving each other. Let's go back. Overall energy, front end Taurus, the Sun. And this is you not going with the flow. Okay, I get it now. I get it. This is, how do you tell somebody they won the lottery, but they ain't seen the number come out yet? This is what this feels like. This is it, Taurus. I don't know why I'm picking on Taurus right now, but that's what came out. Okay, this is it. This is what you initially felt about this. Whether this is a do-over, a makeover, a redo, or a brand new out-the-box type thing. What you felt initially is correct. There's a lot of bullshit, no pun intended, in the middle of all of this, though, because you are dealing with an Aquarian who likes to think. Hold that thought. So you're feeling frustrated. The success is there, but you're feeling frustrated because the car's running, nobody's in it. Ain't nobody in the house ready to go. Everybody running around in the bathroom. They got to get this. They got to get that. Hand sanitizer, mask, hot irons, you name it, clothes, hairpins, shoes. Everybody in the house. The car's outside running. Car's ready. It's gassed up. The truck is ready to go. So that's making you feel frustrated, and it's making you feel like you can't complete this. You can't make any plans. When I was shuffling the big cards, the Five of Swords popped up. And in this big deck, that means it's a feeling of nothing is resolved. Are we in this? Are we out of this? And the thing is, you are in it, but you're going to have to be patient. I know y'all don't want to hear that. So that gets you to the back end of your overall energy. This is going to be a challenge, Taurus. I'm gonna talk to Taurus because I think Aquarians have thought this part out 5 times over. This is going to be a challenge. That's not a bad thing. But you see how he's just kind of standing out there and everybody else is just kind of like, the hell. Yeah, it's going to be a challenge. And you're going to have to face some of your fears in doing this. Y'all don't want to hear that shit. I know I don't want to hear it either. Take that back. I want a refund on that one. But that's really what it's about. This is Major Arcana, one of the 22. And so that's a big thing. And nobody wants to do this right now in the middle of a damn pandemic. I ain't mad at you. I don't want to do it either. But there's some fears there. And in order for you to understand all the little nuances and nooks and crannies of what's going on, and this is in your overall energy, you are trying to figure out what fears, which ones do you need to face. It's gonna take a minute. That's why the universe is slowing you down, because you need to deal with some of this before you get into this relationship full tilt going 100 miles an hour. Now, it feels like some of you have been dating and dinner and dining and blah. But there's no, you Taurus, I'm talking to you now, you don't feel like there's any traction. You feel like you might just be in the mud spinning your wheels. Hold that thought. So coming out of the recent past, there may have been arguments, petty shit, fuck you, no fuck you, that type shit. You don't love me. And for some of you, this has got karmic, I feel the karmic ties here. So it may be a twin flame, soulmate type shit. I don't know. But you had one, you had a big fat tower moment, and it, unprotected events. That's really what, just looking at the cards, just shit that happened, and it may have felt like to one or both of you that the other didn't really have your back, and that wasn't the case. But in all of this, Taurus, you may have felt like you were giving more than Aquarian was, and that may have been in part the reason for the tower. Again, that unprotected events, those are things that happen that you can't prepare yourself for. Example, people dying, your partner may have had to get up, go back home, deal with stuff that may have put in separation. You Taurus, you may be from another place. Maybe you needed to go back to another city to deal with something, but it caused some separation, and again, unprotected event. But it also snapped whatever little piece of core was holding Taurus and Aquarius together. Next to that, the Ace of Rods or Ace of Wands. You may have been feeling just piss po. With that low energy down there, just may have been feeling piss po. Like what the hell, but trying to stay balanced and trying to look at what it was or what it is you're trying to achieve as a couple, which then brings us over to the Nine of Rods or the Nine of Wands with the Strength card. In the time that you were apart, there may have been some confusion, but in all of that, both of you were busy accumulating and attaining shit. So it wasn't like anything really stopped, other than the fact that the two of you weren't seeing each other or weren't around each other, however that's resonating. With the Strength card on top of that, though, for a lot of you, it took a lot of strength to pull yourself out of whatever you started to focus on what you needed to focus on for yourself. Which then brings us to our current energy. The card really speaks for itself, don't it? It speaks for itself. That it's in Aquarian energy. It's about making important decisions and keeping your emotions in balance. And slowing down and getting grounded. Shit, everything on the damn card. It's about all of this right now. Again, some of you, like I said, up at the top, you may be feeling like shit's supposed to be going somewhere. Car is on. Y'all have remotely cut the car or the truck on. It's been on for an hour. It is ready. The truck is ready to go. But y'all still in the house trying to pack bags. And that's where you are right in this moment. Try to keep whoever I'm talking to, Aquarius or Taurus now, try to keep, probably more Taurus than Aquarius. Try to keep your emotions in balance. Try not to flick off, because shit is not going at the rate of speed that a bull running at full tilt in the running of the bulls is looking for. I know, yes, y'all are ready to go. I know, I get it. Staying grounded and slowing down and fighting for, if this is what you want, I'm talking to everybody now, if this is what you want, get in there and fight for it. Do what you need to do. There may be naysayers out there. You know, there may be people on the sidelines hating, influencing you. You see all them folks that, oh, put that down, put the fire down. Yeah, that group right there. You know, you don't need to give with her, she's getting her. You don't need to give with him. I'm more important, yeah, that. if this is what you want, that's what you want. You need to change your perspective on how you're dealing with it and fight for what you fight for it. Ain't nothing coming to, just heard this on TV and some commercial. You know, ain't nothing coming to nobody. You gotta fight. You gotta get out there and get it and make yourself known. I have a feeling I'm talking to more Tauruses on that particular issue than I am Aquarius. I think Aquarius knows what they want to do, but again, they're up in their head about some things because this is not, it's doing the same thing to them that it's doing a Taurus. You know, you can't see. All you know is the car's running, everybody's in the house trying to get together. But what are we doing? Where are we going? And to that I say to Aquarius, just get in the car and go. If this is what you're trying to do, if these are the changes you're trying to make, there's no reason why everybody can't be who they are. That Hermit. Still know who you are. You don't have to isolate from each other. You don't have to be separate. There is a level of discretion that needs to be used here. I know the Hermit relates to Virgo, so there may be a Virgo that's playing a part in this. I don't have to say it. You can see it. I don't feel any third party shit on the board. That's not what's going on here. This really feels like everybody trying to pack their bags and hurry up and get the hell up in the truck. But there are things that need to happen. Things that need to be put in suitcases before suitcases get closed. Doors that need to be locked. Windows that need to be checked. I'm just saying, that's the energy to this. So it's about staying balanced. You know, in that moment, because I'm sure everybody I'm talking to has been through this before. You get ready to go somewhere, and right before you walk out the door is when you start second guessing. And you lose your balance. Because you're like, oh shit, I forgot to close the door up in the attic. Whatever the case may be, or in the basement, or I forgot to close the window. And you immediately are off balance, drop whatever you got in your hands to go run and do that. Your challenge here is to remain who you are, keep your balance, and just be ready. You know changes are coming. And even though you may feel like there's distance between you, because you of course, y'all are at opposite ends of the house trying to pack it up. Know that the changes are coming. Don't stop being you. Do and say what you need to do and say. And I'm just saying this, say it with love. If for no other reason, just because there may be a level of miscommunication or misunderstanding between the two of you, just because you just start going back and forth, where are you, and oh, you're not here, and when are you coming, and da-da-da. Keep the lines of communication open. Stay adaptable and flexible, because you were going through changes. Know that you're getting ready to pull off here shortly, and we are going to be looking at everybody's hind parts, that you're ending a cycle. So whatever happened between the two of you before is done. The Eight of Pentacles, all about them positive changes, baby. I'm just saying. And so this is the energy you're kind of floating around in. You can feel the celebration. I was dancing around last week like, what the hell am I dancing for? That kind of shit. You can feel it. It's in the air, but you can't see it. You know, you got the car ready, and you do, what are we doing? Which then brings us to your future energy. Some of you may be moving. We're still talking about balance, the Six of Swords. But the bigger issue before the two of you is that fresh start. Starting out, new morning, new day, new week, new cycle. Starting out, and it's going to be up to you where you go. One of the both of you may have fire in your natal chart, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It's going to be time. This is coming sooner rather than later to start deciding on if you're moving. So you're moving. If there needs to be moving, you're going to stay where you are. What are you going to do? Nine of Cups. That's when you will realize it's a dream come true. You will be content. That in turn just that feeling of contentment is going to bring about a change of behavior between the two of you. And this is to the good. And so this may be the piece where Aquarius, realizes there may be some things that they're doing that need to be tweaked. Because they may be still trying to look at something or approach something, some issue between the two of you. And it may be money. Or it could be something as trivial as the way you take to work every day. But they're going to have to change if they want to. And they want to make this work, Taurus. Don't get that part fucked up. They want this to go. But they may realize, and may be coming into that realization now, that they are going to have to attack whatever it is from a different, to get you to have things harmonious. That's that 9 of Cups between them 2 sixes. Come on. In order for this to be harmonious, you're going to have to make some changes in maybe the way that they're dealing with it. It feels like there may be some upcoming in-depth conversations about money, about property, about anything relating to how you're living, because there are going to be some changes. I know we talked about that already. Going to be some changes. And the first and foremost thing that I hear is moving. We see moving trucks. So I don't know which the two or the one of you is moving, but one of you will be moving. But it's all good. You get to the end of this with the 6 of Pentacles. This 6, what I want to say about this 6. It's the contentment, and not, you won't be feeling like that you settled. That's what I want to say. You're not going to be feeling like you settled. That in turn is going to make you a little more generous, a little more giving. And where did I add generosity? That 9 of Cups, that feeling of contentment. 6 of Pentacles, about and not even others, each other, empowering, I can't ever get that word out, each other, to do your best, to be your best, so that you have the best, so you can share the best. It's really what that's all about. And both of you may have kids, you may be talking about legacy type things. This is coins, so that's that big fat slow energy. Or how you're dealing with your friends and your family members in the future. There may be some things that need to be addressed as far as family is concerned. That, again, has moving written all over it. I don't know what that's about, but that may be coming up. So it looks like all is well, Taurus and Aquarius. Just a matter of tweaking, being adaptable, being flexible, knowing that it feels like this is what both of you want to do. There's no equivocating here. It feels like both of you are trying to be headed off in the same direction. So you're trying to acknowledge that change of perspective. There's something that's happened between the two of you that's made you think, you know which one, I should have, I could have, I would have type situation. And now you got an opportunity to make good on that. So that change of perspective, maybe what's coming into play for the month of August. Just having it blown out full so you can see the whole change that's transpired. Again, when I was shuffling, I saw the Death card. So that transformation has already occurred. And it could have been for one or both of you. I want to say both of you are beginning to see things like, okay, this is what this, and it may have been the pandemic that opened your eyes to some new shit. I don't know. But there's been a change. That's not the final change, but there's been a change. So making compromises in the future may be necessary. As with any relationship, you have to make compromises, but when you're aware that those kinds of things are coming, you're a little less on edge about anything. It's about location. Who's living where, who's moving where, who's doing what. One of you may be starting a business or just starting a business, so that may play into any decision making. But I'll be damned, if you look at the board, it's a lot of green. I don't know if y'all can see all of that. A lot of green on the board. Princess of Coins, 9 of Coins, 3 of Coins, 6 of Coins. Yeah, the Strength card. It's a lot of green. That's a lot of growth happening or going to happen. So that's a good thing. When it's time for growth, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Decide. Some of you may be in that decision making, that current energy, making important decisions. And again, we talking, this is moving. One of y'all is going to have to move. If you're not here yet, just know this is coming. And you're going to have to decide on who's going where, or where are we both, because you both may move from where you both are into one place, or one or the other of you may move in with the other. So that decision making is coming. Don't forget to do it. Laugh. That keeps your relationship fresh, and it creates a bond, a different kind of bond than just a sexual or a business bond. Laugh. Make a point of it to laugh. It's not personal. So if this whole decision-making thing that's going on, I feel like that whoever's trying to deal with whatever, it's not personal. With that sword there, I'm going to say this is on Aquarius. They may be feeling some kind of way about something. It's not personal. It's just a matter. It's just the decision-making process itself. That's what it is. See what the granny cards got. Oh, I'm almost at 30 minutes. Wow. Be open to different. Once again, that radical change of perspective from the beginning to the end. Be open to different, and not to normal or regular or traditional. Be open to different. Start a conversation. I think I said that in the reading. Probably more towards the middle of the month. It's some deep conversations you may need to have about the past to get some of these, to get that feeling of things not being resolved kind of clarified and closed once and for all. It may not be anything major, but then again it might be, and it just one of those things that hasn't been broached at this point, because feelings may be, or the other person may be thinking their feelings are still sensitive. So start a conversation. And then sit back and watch. Sit back and watch. Those of you that don't like being patient and don't like having to wait on nobody for nothing, sit back and watch. Because there may be things that you need to see going into the relationship that you can't see unless you take a step back and watch what's actually going on. Taurus and Aquarius, I'm going to leave your reading here. I love you guys. I hope this helped clarify what's going on with you. Please stay safe. I love you. Have a wonderful week. Bye, y'all.